Hey everybody, Donut here, and we're going to talk about these riots that are still taking place. You guys know I've been following them for a little bit now, and we always talk about the police presence at the riots because that's what this channel's kind of about, video games, riots, social justice for all. So the other night, you've probably seen it all over the news, or not, because there were some news stations that kind of marginalized it, made it seem like it wasn't a big deal. Milo Yiannopoulos was supposed to speak at the UC Berkeley campus the other night, and of course, all those dudes showed up in their skinny jeans and started wrecking stuff, pepper spraying people, beating people unconscious, and then, continuing to beat them while they were unconscious, punching women, trying to, block roads, all that stupid shit that they've been doing for 2 years now. And I think Mark Dice probably summed up the UC Berkeley stuff the best. Just remember, liberals at UC Berkeley rioted last night and attacked people who came to listen to a gay Jewish immigrant speech.
I'm looking to just make a statement by being here, and I think the protesters are doing the same. And props to them for the ones who are doing it non-violently, but I think that's a very rare thing indeed. So, thank you.
Are you surprised, ma'am?
Let me tell you about Reddit. Reddit's a funny place because, I did an AMA a while back about streaming and the SWAT team and stuff like that, and I had people sending me messages that they were going to cut my kids' heads off. Reddit's really odd when it comes to police officers because sometimes a police officer will do something that's completely okay and 100% in the right, and Reddit will, make them be out to be this big monster. And then there was a Reddit post a few weeks ago where I think, police officers in Europe were racially profiling immigrants so that there were less rapes on New Year's, and Reddit was like, oh yeah, let's go, racial profiling. So Reddit just doesn't make any sense sometimes. The reason I'm talking about Reddit is because when the UC Berkeley riots were being posted everywhere, and especially on Reddit, a lot of the comments were, why aren't the police doing anything? Why aren't the police out there busting heads? And it's just funny to me because for the past 2 years, the same people that have been calling all police officers racist, and they just go around shooting brown people. You call a group of people who are protecting your communities racist and just terrible, terrible, awful monsters. And then you turn around and you're like, why aren't you doing anything? And now the headlines today are, the UC Berkeley police are being criticized for their lack of action. The police just can't win because damn well if they would have went out there and started busting heads and throwing tear gas and shooting people with rubber bullets, that there would be protests the next day for police brutality, there would be lawsuits, there would be people calling for the resignation of the police chief. All right, so what does Jontron have to do with all this? All right, so the UC Berkeley stuff and the fact that police just can't catch a break on anything, it kind of bummed me out a little bit. And so I got on, I was searching YouTube for something to listen to, and I came across Jontron on a podcast. It was a Sargon of Akkad podcast where Jontron was on there talking about how he's just fucking tired of social justice warriors too, and it made me happy because Jontron, I've been following him for a long time now. Awesome YouTube channel, and here's some of the stuff he said in the podcast, which has people just raging.
Yeah, they're really dedicated, but also I think their biggest power is in that they've perverted good causes to just instill fear. Like that's their biggest power is that they can get you fired.
Basically, but the people who are going against the SJWs, they didn't go and find them. The SJWs burst in and were like, right, everyone's a racist. You all hate women.
Oh, no, you're so right about that. I mean, all the people, like myself included, I would, if you consider, considering me in that camp, people would, I feel like I was like, wow, life is great. I enjoy the internet and my friends. And then they came in like, hey there, straight white male. Looking to give up some of your patriarchy? No one expects the SJW. Jesus. No, absolutely. These people are fucking. To me, they're just
Cancer.
Well, I'll just say cancer, but like you're right. It's the same sort of Al Sharpton method of just bait and collect. You know, I wonder if Al Sharpton goes home and is really as so concerned about the black community. No, I mean, like, honestly, this guy, like, no, it's just like it's time to call bullshit on all this. These people don't help anything. They just bank on the goodwill of the people. Like, they're basically borrowing the goodwill of the people as collateral for their fucking schemes. This is the best point. These people do not know real oppression. Okay? They sit there smugly behind their computer, just reveling in the fact that they took you down as a self-satisfying feeling. They don't know what it's like to be like put into a pogrom or something, like real oppression. These
No, of
people,
course not.
and I mean, you can look all day. If I wanted to find out a way that I was oppressed as a straight white male or whatever, if I wanted to find out a way that I was oppressed, I could find one. If I really looked all day, I could find something that was oppressed me. Like, oh man, like the city tax.
Yeah, dude.
Man, like, but you fuck off. Just make the best of it. I mean, if these people, what their whole goal is to just break away anything left of traditionalism. They just want to destroy it until it's till we have nothing, an amorphous blob of rainbow-haired fucking cat people. Like,
Yeah, honestly, I think
I really believe that, especially even with these SJWs, I was like, okay, I hate you from day one, but I respect your freedom of expression.
yeah.
But now it's just come across the Rubicon or whatever you'd call it, across the paradigm.
And all his comments following all the hate that he's receiving for the stuff he said in the podcast are funny as shit. Woke up, had some coffee. Sarah Silverman called for a military coup on the USA. Just your average Thursday. Dude, shit is getting real. Time to bust out my Che Guevara hacky sack. Listen, guys, I've had enough. I'm going to go watch Shia LaBeouf scream, "He will not divide us" at a wall for 4 years. Peace. Oppression test. Can you drive to McDonald's not in hijab and get biggest Big Mac value meal? If yes, not oppressed. Guys, I hate to break it to you, supporting an entire gender on virtue of its gender is something called sexist. I wonder if they came back to life and saw a man marching on DC wearing a pink pussy on his head, how fast they would eat cyanide. I just wanted to bring all this to everyone's attention if you haven't seen it here recently. I know it's not very police related, but it made me happy, so I'm just gonna put it on here because there's no consistency with this channel. Anyways, this is Donut. Everybody stay frosty and have a good day.